Hey everyone, Skylinks here, bringing you another video review. Today we'll be doing movie Blackout. Give you a little information about give you a little information about Blackout. Sorry about that. Blackout is the most loyal Decepticon towards Megatron. This especially comes into conflict with Starscream. He hates Starscream. He doesn't trust Starscream. He knows Starscream could care less about finding Megatron, so he doesn't really care for Starscream at all. He's called Megatron's hound, and for good reason. What Megatron tells him to go out to destroy, he destroys. Blackout really doesn't have much of a personality, to say the least. He's just basically a tool or weapon for Megatron. We first see him in the movie. He was the first Transformer to transform, which was awesome, and he was the first Transformer we see, which I kind of just said. He attacks the base and guitar. Tries to steal the information on Megatron in the Allspark, but I think he screws up and he fails. Actually, I know he does, because that's what happens in the movie. And he launches at Scorponok. We don't see him in the movie until the Mission City battle, and you can tell he's the only one that really cares for Megatron, too, because when all the other Decepticons are, rolling out, they kind of go, "Oh, Bone Crusher reporting, the barricade ready for power." It's like all this shit, and then he's the only one that goes, "All hail Megatron!" That's it. I felt bad for Megs, just to show how much his men really didn't care about him. There was only one. But he does show up in the Mission City battle, and he gets killed. The guy that was on the show Las Vegas, I guess he's dating Fergie. That's what my girlfriend tells me. Anyways, he goes under and he shoots an napalm up into underneath the armor of Blackout, resulting in his death. Now, Blackout was supposed to be a homage towards Soundwave in that being so loyal to Megatron and having a symbiotic compatibility with Scorponok. I think he's more like Shockwave, actually, because all he says is "all hail Megatron," and seeing that Soundwave's going to be possibly in the next movie, it just seems more fitting. And he just acts, for some reason, he gets more of a Shockwave feature than Soundwave. But whatever, he's his own guy. But that's about all I can say about Blackout. About the figure itself. Blackout transforms, and let's see if I can pronounce this correctly, because I'm not sure if I am. So if I am, you guys can yell at me if you want. It's Skitzer Sky, MH-53, Pavlo Heavy Lift Helicopter. As you can see, this is an awesome alt mode. I really love the alt mode. I'm going to say in advance now, Blackout's the only figure I was disappointed with in the whole entire movie line before I bought him. I kind of knew Megatron was going to be crappy, but I didn't know about Blackout. He's not bad. I'll get into his, why I was disappointed in a moment, but there's nothing to disappoint about the alt mode. The alt mode is awesome. I give this a 9 out of 10. The only problem I have with it is this front section kind of just doesn't line up correctly, and you can tell the separation just doesn't look right. And I don't really like the Scorponok little thing right here, but his gimmick is you can press this tail spinner right here. Ooh, fancy. Yes, I think every helicopter or transformer could do something like that. And his other is you press this button, and mini Scorponok comes out. It's just a little Scorponok figure. Kind of cute. Pose that right next to Scorponok on him, and you'll be like a baby and a mommy. Anyways, that's Scorponok. Screw him. I threw him on the floor. So 9 out of 10 on this. This is a nice mode. I would rather display him in this mode, but I display all my Transformers in robot mode, so yeah. Anyways, on to the transformation. Transformation can be tricky at first, but you get used to it after a while. First thing is you bring the blades back, and I might have to move the camera back in order to do this, so I don't knock it over. There we go. Bring the blades back, and You can go at this several different ways. I'll go at whatever way I can because I haven't transformed him in forever. Bring this section down and just loosen up this section. You want to open up the top here, if I can. Here we go. It's working with me, kind of. Open that up, and open that up. And there you go. You get the missile launchers. Next is you bring this around. To show you that again. You bring and you connect the legs in, and the head forms. That's the automorph, so you just bring it around and head forms. And you spin the body around. Like so. Next is, you might accidentally take this figure apart doing this, but you fold him in. Oh, I've got to do this first. Bring this around, because you won't be able to move on with this in the way. Come on, get in there, little... There we go. Okay, now you fold this up, and you bring it in. And he latches into place here. You have to find the nudges, or the little holes that the pieces will go into, but it may take a while. He's not an easy figure. He doesn't cooperate with you in this part. So, that's good enough. I'll fix it when I pause the review. Anyways, next is you bring the arms out here. Bring them down, bring them out. Take this piece here and bring it back. There we go. Do the same thing on this side. Bring this down, bring this around, bring this piece back, bring the hand out. Last thing you do is the feet. Bring the feet out, open this up, and get the little piece out. There we go. And there's his heel. Open this up, just flip that heel out. Surprisingly, they're not that hard to get out. And then the feet. And he's transformed. Kind of. I still have to fix up the back, and I'll do that when I pause. Posability, the arms can move, bend at the elbows, and they can go back. They can't, well, no, they can go up on the sides. Knees bend really well. The legs are very posable, but it won't really much matter, because this thing gets in the way all the time. I'll show you that in a second. Head moves around. The head's fug ugly. It really is mad ugly. Decepticon symbol here, and gray color around. That's about it. No weapons at all. I'm going to try to put him into a pose, and we'll see where we go from there. Okay? Okay, here's the little bastard fully transformed. The robot mode does look good. I'm not going to lie about that. And he has fairly good posability. The head doesn't want to seem to stay up. I don't know if that's just my figure or if it's the other people's figures overall. The robot mode looks good. From the front, it looks pretty cool. Even though the ugly face is there, it looks good. The problem is this. That thing gets in the way all the time. You have to either bend him over or put him in odd position, because if you stand him up straight, that thing's going to be in the way. I'll show you. Put that down. Just see, look, his feet barely are bigger, barely get more reach than the tail, and that's really annoying. It bothers me to no degree. There really is no end to how much that pisses me off. Look, look! I was so disappointed about that. It would have been cool if you could just take this part off, just this part cut off here, make that into like a blade weapon like it was in the movie. You can take this whole section off. Let's see. They'll go for me. There. And let me just fix them up here. You can take that whole section off, but it just doesn't look as cool. And he can hold it somehow. And he just fell. Blackout died. Good. You should stay dead. Ugh. This figure disappointed me, and that's the only reason why I'm so mad at it, is because I had such high hopes for this figure. I got it after I got Starscream. I'm like, well, Blackout must be really good. And I bought him, and I was disappointed to a degree. But that doesn't mean the figure is necessarily bad. It just means it had some flaws. Like I said, the alt mode looks beautiful. The robot mode, it looks good, but this thing just bothers the shit out of me. So I'm going to give overall rating 7 out of 10 on this, and I'm going to give an overall... Actually, no, I'm going to give it like a 6 out of 10. And then overall, I'll give it like a 7 out of 10. Anyways, this is Skylinks. I'm going to say peace out for now.